So welcome to this tutorial. Okay, and today in this session we are covering the uh, basics to configure our computer and operating system for programming purposes. So the language I've chosen for programming is Python. Okay, Python is a much easier language for newcomers, okay, which are deciding to do programming. And Python has a very much large scope. Python has a very much large scope. You can literally do anything in Python, from AI models to robotics. You can do anything in Python. Okay, in Python there are tons of useful libraries, and even Python has a lot of libraries which can make our tasks much easier. And Python has libraries for anything. For example, for computer vision, it has libraries like OpenCV and etc. libraries. And for AIML, it has scikit-learn and TensorFlow like libraries. However, Python is still used in developing AI algorithms, AI models, and Python is a much easy language. It's like normal spoken English. It can be easily understood by just reading its syntax. It has much easier syntax. So let's talk. Let's first talk about what Python is. Okay, Python is a high-level programming language, and so basically, a high-level programming language is a language which is easily understood by humans, but not understood by computer. Okay, so we can just say that only a high level language we can only humans can understand. However, to make a computer understand it, we have to convert that code into machine code. And machine code is a code which is the language of computer, which computer can understand. Okay. And machine code is basically binary language. Okay. Now Python doesn't use a compiler or debugger. Okay, it has a much nice thing. It has an interpreter which works as both. So let's say how an interpreter works. For example, we have all these icons, and let's say each icon is a code line by line. Like this is the first line. I've written something in first line, and this is second line, this is third line, so etc. etc. Okay. So an interpreter does the thing like it reads first line. Okay. For example, we reads it by clicking it and executes it by moving it right there. So it reads and executes. It reads and executes. It reads one by one. Okay. It reads and executes. And for example, it got an error in this line. So it will stop executing right there and report that you got an error right there and what the type of error and even the section in which you got error. Okay. For example, you got an error in a particular line, so it will show you that line underlined by upside arrows, so you can get that you have encountered an error in that line. So that's a much nice thing in Python, because we are not going to first compile the code and then executing it. However, sometimes compilation takes a lot more time, but Python solves it. And as per general knowledge, we can say that Python is a language which a 7-year-old kid can understand. I'm just kidding. Okay, so Python is currently written in C++ language. Okay, um, It's most of the libraries are written natively in C++, and then they are loaded in Python, and Python provides APIs for using C++ libraries in it, and that's the high level thing. We are just going to understand what Python is and just now. So that's a basic introduction on Python, and if you want to learn anything more, then there are some things. Just go to chatgpt.com and just put, hey, Brad, I want to learn about Python, what Python is, and on which language it's built. And he will tell us a lot of things. High level programming language that's well used for web development, data science, machine learning, pandas, TensorFlow, static, as I told earlier. And it's known for being easy to read and write, versatile, popular. It's created by Guido van Rossum, and that's the stuff. And here is the thing we are going to view that the Python is written in C language. Okay, Python is written in C. I said C++ earlier, and maybe due to the thing that C and C++ are similar. However, C++ is a more modern version of C. There are other versions of Python, PyPy, R Python, and Iron Python, and JPython written in Java. Okay, so that's the thing. You can just things are kind of changing. We will need to use AI for getting something good. Okay, sometimes AI tells us wrong things, and that happens when you try to generate code via it and you encounter an issue or you want to add an feature, then AI can create a lot of mistakes which can ruin your whole project. So be careful about that. Okay, now let's head to installing Python. So to install Python, let's first uninstall our currently installed Python. Okay, so to show you guys that how to install Python without any issues, you can just I just have to remove it. So let's wait until it um, completes uninstalling, and then I will tell you that how to install Python from scratch. Okay, and that's the easiest task. Okay, installing Python is not a hard task, and you will love Python if you learned it the right way. So I've successfully uninstalled Python as I showed you the entire Python. It just show you write this thing and it isn't nothing. It just opens the Microsoft store. So you can install also Python from there, but I won't trust that source. I trust the official sources. So just go open your web browser and go to python.org and hit enter. You will land on this thing. So this is the world of Python. It's the site where you can find documentation about Python, and we are currently going to download the things from there. You can just check the release you want, and there are tons of versions. These are currently updated. These are released like it's released on August 14, and um, a major problem for me installing different version of Python or latest version of Python, that many of the libraries aren't yet compatible with the latest versions, which are around like 15 to 20 days earlier, as much libraries are still going to make them compatible with the higher versions of Python, and some libraries you won't find. So you will basically find a lot of versions right there. And for current purposes, you can try um, a version which is around a month ago, okay, which has been released a month ago. So we can try using this version, Python 3.13.5, as it's released on June 11th. So reinstall it, just hit it right there, 3.13.5, and you can see it's based it and what the maintenance of it is, what a misclick, okay. So scroll down and you'll find files right there. If you are on Linux, okay, if you are on Linux, just um, try to download Python from the official sources. You will have repositories like apt app, and on other distributions of Linux you can find DNF and Pacman, like package manager, which you can allow you to install Python. But in most of the cases they will allow you to install the stable version of Python, okay, which are found stable for that operating system, and which are basically released by the uh, repositories, official repositories only, okay. If you want to download other versions, so you can download them via the dead snakes PPA. So it's a private repository which you can allow, which allows you to install other versions of Python. For example, it has these Python versions available right now, and there are 22 pages. Okay, there are 22 pages, so it contains a lot of Python versions. Here are the latest ones: Python 3.13, 3.14, etc., etc. There are a lot of versions from latest to oldest. You can just add this repository into your package manager and you can directly install it. And this is for Linux only, okay. For Mac OS you can just use that installer, and on Windows you can just try installing them via the these installer. If you are 32 on 32-bit system, then you can use it, and on 64-bit you can use it, okay. So 64-bit, we are gonna download this, and here we are. So we can close our browser and open our file explorer, okay, and head to downloads. We just right click on it, and first of all, this is a section which is carefully done, okay. Check box this, use admin privileges when installing py.exe, and then add python.exe to path. These two things must be checked, because without this, you will face issues on Python, using Python, and the libraries you install, you can't use them properly. And now hit install. So finally, so it's successful, and it's not showing on my system since I already done that thing, okay, in earlier. You will see a box which is saying that disable path limit. So just click on it, and again it will ask for admin privileges, and the setup was successful. It's just disabling the path limit, okay, which can maybe help you a lot. Now delete that thing and you are ready with your file. You will see Python 3.30 mode. This is the interactive shell of Python. So here you will see Python version 3.13.5. This is a interactive mode in Python. It's basically called interactive mode. Okay, you can see your version and architecture. Um, you can just type write single line scripts right there and it can execute them. And you can just simply write some commands. For example, we have to print something, print hello world. It printed hello world. Um, this is the basic. Okay, this is the shell. Okay, uh, to open script modules ideally, and after opening it, it also have a interactive mode. You can just try print anything. Okay, it's also an interactive mode, but you can just use the script mode by going right the file and new file and open the new file from there. Okay, let's print something, print welcome, and let's save this thing to uh, I'm going to create a new folder for our things. Okay, workspace and tutorials and first and by default the extension of Python files is first.py. Okay, let me show you it. On Windows Explorer, it won't show that thing that much easily. So first of all, let's bring it. Let's bring it to quick access. Okay. Uh, say I got these things. So by default, a Python file has a extension .py. Let me just close it. Okay, we don't need that thing. And to run it, you can just simply go to this and run module or by pressing F5 and it will execute that. It executes this file and here is the output. And other way of executing this file is just copying this thing from right there and opening a command prompt. Type cd and to tutorials you can to see the files use dir command. Now here is the file first.py. Okay, just do python first.py and it will execute it. Here you go. So here is a Python file. So we printed our thing. So this is how basic script mode works. And this is enough for this video. So now we have got an idea what Python is and how to install and set up it on a Windows. Maybe in future I will create tutorials on how to install it on Linux and fixing some major issues which come during installing those things on Linux, as I've already experienced such issues during either compiling the Python from source or installing it from the legit ways. So there are issues everywhere. We just need to find suitable ways. Also, there are lots of tutorials already available on installing methods of Python on Linux and other operating system. And in on Windows there are tons. And on Windows there is a simple and single uh, method which I told you. So we have successfully installed Python. Thanks for watching this video. Maybe I hope that you will learn something new and for a better reason. And if I benefited you, or if you learned something from this video, if you got some help from this video, then please leave a like, because time we are just giving our time for creating such tutorials. So we also need some kind of motivation from our viewers. So just leave a like, and maybe if you want that you receive my upcoming videos soon. So just subscribe the channel, and I will try to provide tutorials on a regular basis. Okay. So thanks a lot.